Hi everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for my video today. So today's video is my check-in for the first week, I think, of my February-March pay cycle. Yeah, it is. So if you haven't caught my last video, I have changed up the way that I give myself spending money, so I'll go back through that in this. But first of all, I'm going to go through the purse and see what's left. The only money that we stuffed into the purse last week was for food, because the rest of it is digital on my Monzo card, so all this change is just from food. So I gave myself £40 for food shopping. I did go to the shops and pick up some stuff today. It's actually only Thursday, but I don't want to end up like doing a late video again. So I thought let's do this today instead of tomorrow, because I'm working and then I have plans tomorrow night. So yes, so we've got a £5 note, then we've got foreign coins, then 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 92. So I've got 92 pence in change, which is going into the change jar. And we'll see if we've got the 92 to mark off on here. There we go. So we'll mark off the 92. And then we've got foreign coins, which we'll add into the coin pouch. And we'll cross off another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got £55 in there now. Amazing. Right, so let's pop them back in this pouch. So, yeah, let's put this 5 somewhere and then we'll chat about how this week's gone. So I'm just going to add this £5 into my envelope where I'm just putting all my leftovers, because I'm not entirely sure what it's for. But now in here we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 5, 10, 15, 25. £225. Right, so last week was the first week of my new trial kind of period. So I had £152 spending money for the month. So instead of giving myself £20 per week in my purse, I have combined a load of categories, which if you watch my last videos you probably know, but it's like me, clothing, hobbies, spending, categories like that where I would be spending like on myself kind of thing. Yeah, I combined them all into one category just to see how things would go. I also wasn't sure if I was going to have that category a mixture of digital and cash, or all cash, all digital. But I decided to leave it all in my Monzo account, because obviously when you tap your Monzo card, it tells you where you spent it, it categorises for you, you can put notes on it, and I just thought like that would be such an easy way to keep track of it. So yeah, I have had a very spendy week, which has unsettled me a little bit, I'm not going to lie, but I'm also telling myself it's fine. So £152 was for the 4-week period. I think I maybe have like £60 left. So yeah, it's been a spendy week. I think, to be honest, it's been a bit of a novelty of having this like pot of spending money, which is probably so common to do when you've had a restricted small budget for years. So yes, I have spent quite a bit. I took myself out on Valentine's Day. I went for lunch. I bought myself flowers. I got myself chocolates from Marks and Spencer's. Took myself to the cinema. Got nachos at the cinema. I've had multiple trips here and there for coffees. McDonald's, Greggs, like just bits and pieces, because I've been kind of like trying to get out and about and like do more stuff, which has then came with a bit more spending. So yeah, I think probably seeing it all digitally is like showing me how much I have been spending. So yeah, not the end of the world. I do still have about £60-ish for the next 3 weeks. I do have some money in my fun envelope, which thank God, because I am going out with a friend on Sunday afternoon, and also going out with my friend. Oh, excuse me. Going out with my friend when I come back from Lanzarote. So yeah, it just feels a bit, I don't know how it feels. It's everything's so unsettling just now because it's so like new. But anyway, yeah, just thought I'd update you that it's been a spendy week. I'm not entirely sure how this pot of money is going to go. I did have a thought pop into my head today that maybe what I could do is have this pot of money, however, break it up, maybe split it in half or something like that. So whatever I've got for the month, keep some in Monzo, and also have some to cash stuff every week as I did. So that's like my spending money for the week, but there is more spending money to use as well. But I guess when I decided to do this the other week, I did kind of say like this will be a trial, and I suppose it's trial and error just to see how it's going to work best. So yeah, last week what I done, had the pot of £152. I've been tapping my Monzo card on my phone or the digital card. I have been popping to the shops on my lunch break at work, not been organised with food. When I've been out and about, I've been going for coffees or going to cafes, stopping for lunch, took myself out for lunch on Saturday, bought myself flowers. Like, I just kind of got a bit excited with it. But I've recognised it, so I'm happy that I've recognised it. And yeah, we move. We just need to make the rest of the money spread through the month. So yeah, that is my update with that. Obviously we've put the change away, we've added that £5 into the wallet. So all that's left to do now this week is... Oh my goodness, sorry, I'm yawning. I'm so tired. I don't know why. But anyway, we've got £40 for food shopping. I do go away to Lanzarote a week tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know like sort of how much shopping I will need or anything. I did say this about 2-3 weeks ago, but I do need to go through my fridge, freezer, well not so much my fridge, I don't really keep fresh stuff in my fridge much, but my freezer and my cupboards, just to see what I've got, because I could probably shop from them for the next while and try and like save a bit of money. So yes, £40 in there for food shopping. I've put all my fuel in for the month. I've not yet touched Home Essentials. All my payments at work this week have been card, and I've got £60 to go back to the bank. I actually do have £30 here, so I took my parents and their friends home from the pub on Saturday night because I had the car, and they insisted on giving me money because they would have spent it on a taxi. So I was like, no, I don't want your money, like I wanted to give you a lift so you didn't have to pay for a taxi. But anyway, they insisted, and like my parents gave me 20 and their friends gave me 20, so I had £40. So 10 of that got spent on a taxi for myself the other day, and the other 30 I have there. So I think what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to put it into my sort of challenge wallet here that's for something, but I don't know what yet. So we'll add that into there. I might even use this use some of this for my spending money for Lanzarote, to be honest. So in here we now have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2, 10, 20, 30, 5, 45, 55. So £255 in there. Yeah, I don't know how much money I'm going to need for Lanzarote, to be honest. I'm going to try and spend as little as possible. I am bed and breakfast, I think. But I've had a gastric sleeve, so I don't eat a lot of food anyway. So it'll just kind of be like more snacky bits, drinks. Not depriving myself of things. Like if I want a sangria or a cocktail, like I'm not going to be like, oh, that's €15. I'm not going to get that. Like I'll spend, but yeah, I want to be like a bit mindful. I don't want to just be like splashing the cash, but I also don't want to be reining it in too tight as well. So yeah, we'll see what's what next week. I've got a lot to organise for my holiday. I've still got to pack, figure out what I'm taking, pack, get into the airport, decide how much spending money I need. Like, yeah, pretty disorganised for it, but it's still a week away, so that's absolutely fine. And I'm only going for 4 nights, so yeah, it's all good. So yes, this is an early check-in for me. I've been doing them late, so now I'm doing it early. So I hope you enjoyed my video today, guys. It's only Thursday when I'm filming this, so I've still got the weekend to go. But I'm not really doing all that much this weekend, apart from actually I'm seeing my friend on Sunday. I think we're going to go for some picky bits and a couple of drinks, which will be lovely because it would just be so nice to spend some time with her child-free, because her child or children are there usually when we see each other. So yeah, that'll be so nice. Just have one-on-one time, no kids, and just get a proper catch-up. So I'm looking forward to that. And yes, I'm going to leave that there, but I hope you guys have had a lovely week so far. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment below, and I will be back next week with my check-in for week 2. Bye guys, take care.